Hello guys, Joao Pedro scored twice on his full Chelsea debut as the Premier League side booked their spot in the Club World Cup final, along with a massive payday with a 2-0 win over Fluminense. Meanwhile, Manchester United are still struggling to seal a deal for Brentford star Bryan Mbeumo, with the London club playing hardball over their prized asset. And over at the Emirates, Arsenal are closing in on Viktor Gyokeres as they thrash out a final agreement with Sporting Lisbon. Let's dive into the latest football news. Real are reportedly interested in signing Chelsea defender Axel Disasi. The La Liga club is exploring defensive options this summer, and Disasi has emerged as a potential target following a season of mixed performances in the Premier League. Anthony Elanga has arrived in Newcastle to complete his medical. The 23-year-old winger is joining from Nottingham Forest in a deal worth £52 million, including add-ons, after impressing last season with 6 goals and 11 assists. Tottenham remain in negotiations with West Ham for midfielder Mohammed Kudus. Spurs are eager to bolster their attacking midfield, but a deal has yet to be finalized as discussions over valuation and contract terms continue. Brentford reportedly approached Ange Postecoglou for informal talks about replacing Thomas Frank. Both parties agreed not to proceed further. Postecoglou had just been sacked by Spurs, while Frank was quickly named as his replacement at the North London club. Manchester United have asked about Southampton teenager Tyler Dibling, who is valued at £47 million. The 19-year-old is also attracting interest from West Ham, Tottenham, and Nottingham Forest due to his growing potential and attacking versatility. William Saliba has delayed renewing his Arsenal contract amid interest from Real Madrid. Despite a strong extension offer from the Gunners, the French defender remains undecided, with his current deal running until the summer of 2027. Bayern Munich have held talks with Christopher Nkunku's agent. Chelsea rejected an initial offer involving a loan and purchase option, insisting on a permanent sale instead, as Nkunku remains out of favor at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's Ibrahim Rabaj, dubbed the Moroccan Messi, posted 112 goals and assists in 40 games for the under-16s. The young star is quickly emerging as a standout prospect in the Bluesy youth setup. Ibrahima Konate wants to join Real Madrid and is willing to wait until 2026 if needed. The Liverpool defender has already rejected 2 new contract offers, prompting the club to consider selling him now. Galatasaray have offered £65 million for Victor Osimhen, matching his release clause. However, they proposed installment payments over 5 years, which Napoli rejected, insisting on a lump sum to trigger the clause. Marcus Rashford reported for solo training at Carrington after being excluded from Ruben Amorim's plans. United handed his iconic number 10 shirt to new signing Matheus Cunha, signaling a potential end to Rashford's time at the club. Leicester City have shortlisted Martins Cifuentes to replace Ruud van Nistelrooy. Talks have taken place, and other names like Gary O'Neill and Chris Wilder are also being considered following the recent managerial shakeup. Arsenal have made a substantial offer to William Saliba to extend his stay and fend off Real Madrid interest. The Frenchman's current deal expires in 2027, and the Gunners want to secure him long-term. Inter Miami are in talks to sign Rodrigo de Paul from Atletico Madrid. If successful, the World Cup winner would reunite with Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, and Luis Suarez in the MLS. Manchester United are watching Fiorentina striker Moise Kean, Serie A's second-highest scorer last season. He has a £45 million release clause that expires July 15, drawing interest from clubs across Europe and Saudi Arabia. Leeds United are targeting Sean Longstaff, Nick Pope, and Callum Wilson from Newcastle. They've already made a third bid for Longstaff, while Wilson is now a free agent and Pope prefers to stay. Wesley Fofana has denied rumors of a Chelsea exit. Speaking publicly, he said, "I'm happy here, thanks. I don't want to go anywhere." The defender reaffirmed his commitment ahead of the new season. Timo Werner has reportedly been told he won't play for RB Leipzig again. After rejecting an MLS move to New York Red Bulls, he may now be sidelined for the entire upcoming season. Leeds United have completed a £10 million deal for Swedish left-back Gabriel Gudmundsson from Lille. He made 45 appearances last season and brings experience as the club strengthens ahead of Premier League return. Villarreal's Tierno Barry is on his way to Merseyside to finalize a transfer to Everton. The 22-year-old France under-21 striker is expected to undergo a medical this week as the Toffees seek attacking reinforcements. United are ready to sell goalkeeper Andre Onana for £30 million. Monaco and Saudi clubs are interested. The 29-year-old hinted at an exit, and United wants to offload his salary. Leandro Trossard may exit Arsenal for £17 million. He's struggled for regular play and the club is open to bids. Trossard has played 124 matches since joining from Brighton in 2020. Arsenal want to sign Eberechi Eze for £68 million, but prefer £320 million plus installments. After spending heavily on Zubamendi, Gyokeres, and Norgard, Arsenal are keen to spread out payments. Napoli are interested in Darwin Núñez, but will only pay around £47.4 million. Liverpool value him closer to £55 million, £59 million, potentially blocking any deal. New Man UTD signing Matheus Cunha has taken Marcus Rashford's number 10 shirt, signaling the latter's possible exit. Rashford was seen training alone as Amorim's squad began pre-season. Bayern Munich have entered the race for Crystal Palace star Eberechi Eze. After missing out on Wirtz and Nico Williams, Bayern may rival Arsenal to replace Leroy Sané. Joao Pedro scored again to secure Chelsea's 2-0 win over Fluminense, booking their Club World Cup final spot. His goals have already repaid the £60 million spent to sign him. Jadon Sancho is nearing a move to Juventus in a £21.5 million deal. After Chelsea passed on signing him permanently, United allowed him to delay pre-season while finalizing a transfer. Devon Tanton and Matt Dibley-Diaz have joined Chesterfield on season-long loans from Fulham. Tanton returns after a previous spell, while Dibley-Diaz brings League One experience from Northampton. Both will gain valuable minutes in League Two this season. Adrian Pajaziti has left Fulham after 11 years to join Hajduk Split permanently. The 22-year-old midfielder, capped by Albania, captained Fulham's academy sides, and now starts a new chapter in Croatia. Bayern Munich are targeting Chelsea's Christopher Nkunku and Renato Vega after missing out on Nico Williams. Man UTD had Nkunku on their shortlist, but now face serious competition from the Bundesliga champions. Brighton winger Ibrahim Osman has joined French side Auxerre on loan. The Ghanaian impressed with 10 goals and 10 assists for Feyenoord last season, and now gets another European opportunity. United have been offered Jamie Vardy, Callum Wilson, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin as free agents. These are fallback options if they fail to secure top targets like Gyokeres or Osimhen in the coming weeks. Arsenal must pay at least £21.5 million to land Valencia's Christian Mosquera. A £12.9 million bid was rejected, and the Spanish club are firm on their valuation despite Mosquera entering the final year of his contract. Newcastle have joined the race for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a free agent after leaving Everton. Eddie Howe, a longtime admirer, is keen, while Man UTD and Leeds are also linked with the striker. Crystal Palace are keen to take Chelsea defender Josh Achimpong on loan. The versatile 19-year-old is admired by Enzo Maresca, but the final decision will depend on Chelsea's youth plans. AC Milan are eyeing Premier League strikers Jean-Philippe Mateta and Nicholas Jackson after cooling interest in Dusan Vlahovic. Both players are being considered as cost-effective alternatives in their attacking rebuild. Everton are eyeing Bournemouth goalkeeper Mark Travers as a backup to Jordan Pickford. The 26-year-old spent last season on loan at Middlesbrough and is admired by David Moyes. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is expected to leave Al Qadsiya after one season in Saudi Arabia. The former Arsenal man scored 17 goals in 32 games and is attracting interest from European clubs. Luis Diaz says he's very happy at Liverpool, despite ongoing interest from Bayern and Barcelona. The Colombian confirmed that discussions are ongoing but remains calm about his future at Anfield. Al Ahly have made a €70 million bid for Marseille's Mason Greenwood. Man United, who hold a 50% sell-on clause, could receive a major financial boost if the deal is completed. Arsenal are finalizing a structured offer for Eberechi Eze, who prefers a move to the Emirates. Palace remain firm on price, but the Gunners are confident a deal can be struck. Micah Richards is unsure why Arsenal want Noni Madueke, who plays in Bukayo Saka's position. He feels signing a number 9 like Gyokeres should be the club's bigger priority this summer. In a sweltering 34 degrees Celsius showdown at MetLife Stadium, Joao Pedro stole the spotlight, scoring twice on his full debut to send Chelsea into the Club World Cup final with a 2-0 win over Fluminense, his former club. The £16 million signing from Brighton opened the scoring with a stunning curling strike and later sealed the win with a thunderous finish off the bar. Despite Fluminense's spirited efforts and a brief penalty scare, Chelsea held firm with key saves from Robert Sanchez and a crucial clearance by Marc Cucurella. Enzo Enzo Maresca's decision to start Pedro in place of suspended Liam Delap paid off handsomely, securing Chelsea at least £80 million in prize money, with more at stake in Sunday's final against Real Madrid or PSG. Though Moises Caicedo limped off late and Nicholas Jackson missed a chance for a third, Chelsea's gritty performance capped their 63rd game of the season with style and composure. Brentford believe they may have undervalued Bryan Mbeumo at £63 million after seeing several other offers and valuations around the Premier League, with Man United still circling for their star man. The Bees have already rejected 2 offers for their leading light, who scored 20 times in the top flight last term. United are yet to hit Brentford's desire figure, and they could still ask for more after seeing other clubs conducted their transfer activity. Newcastle have seen a £55 million offer for Anthony Elanga, accepted by Nottingham Forest. There is also continued talk of a possible switch for Noni Madueke, who could leave Chelsea for Arsenal, but only for more than £50 million. The Evening Standard reports that Brentford have been encouraged by the fees touted for Madueke and Elanga, who both were less productive in the final third last term, which underlines their view that their valuation is not only fair but may even be lower than market value. Arsenal are willing to alter the structure of their offer for Viktor Gyokeres to move closer to Sporting Lisbon's demands and avoid missing out on a deal for the prolific Sweden international. Talks failed to yield an agreement as of yet, sparking fears that Arsenal's move for Gyokeres could collapse entirely. But a new report from Ebola claims that Arsenal are ready to be flexible with the makeup of their €80 million offer for Gyokeres, which previously consisted of a base fee of €65 million plus a further €15 million in add-ons. While €80 million is the golden number Sporting want for their star striker, they were not willing to accept those payment terms. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting football news. Stay tuned for our next video. Until then, take care and see you soon.